Okay, so today we are doing lesson 64, language awareness, right? At today, Thursday, 2nd July. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Please unmute your mic to answer the question. If your mic is not working, only then you write in the chat, okay? So answer this question. What had you done by 10 o'clock yesterday morning? This morning was at 10 o'clock, now it's 7:30, right? So what had you done by 10 o'clock last night? Okay, what had you done by 10 o'clock last night? Answers? Anyone?
I'm doing my homework, teacher.
Oh, you had done your homework by 10 o'clock last night.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Sharina, Sharina is night. Okay, that must be Tarvina, right? Okay. Some more, anyone? What had you done by 10 o'clock last night? Oh, okay.
I was watching playing.
You were watching?
Madam.
Yes.
My brother playing PUBG.
Your brother playing PUBG. What had you done? What had you done? Not your brother. What had you done?
Nothing, madam. Nothing. I just sit beside him and then I support him.
Oh, so you watched your brother playing PUBG, is it? By 10 o'clock last night. Hadith, very good.
Yes.
Listen to music and call friends while doing some history work, okay? All right. Oh, Kuratu listed all her homework. School going to start, so scared already. So listed all her homework. Okay, good. Let's look at the next question. What had you been doing before today's lesson? This morning, what had you been doing before the lesson? What had you been doing? Mitisha sleeping. I made you wake up so early. You woke up. So all of you have not brushed your teeth, is it? Xiaomin say have breakfast. Tarvina say eating.
Oh yeah. I busy with doing breakfast.
Oh, busy eating breakfast. Arif having breakfast. Okay, taking a shower. All right, that's good. So Kuratu, hope you're having your breakfast while you're learning at the same time. Never ever start a lesson without having breakfast. Okay, next. Good, Mahasri, you're having breakfast. What sports had you tried before your last birthday? So I don't know when your last birthday was. So what sports had you tried to play before your last birthday? Oh, Tarvina, badminton. Alia, nothing. Alia, I thought you like volleyball. No, badminton. Any more? Alia is laughing. Badminton. Everyone seems to have played badminton. What about the boys? All the girls seems to be playing badminton. The boys, Hadif, Izarul. I've not taken your attendance. Your attendance can be recorded by the Google Meet. So don't leave until I take your attendance. Okay? All right. Boys play futsal. I don't know. I'm asking them. What was the last game they played? Running and badminton. What happened to Arif and all that? Very quiet suddenly. No answer. Somebody from outside. Must be Charani. Morning, Charani. Okay. Right. Okay, Hadif said handball or futsal. You cannot remember. It's okay. All right. Okay, ping pong. Okay, Sharinder, tried to play ping pong. Okay, good. Next, what had you learned? Remember, we did this text last Thursday, right? What had you learned about the plane crash in the Andes by the end of the text? What did you learn? You learn new words, but you ask you about the plane crash. What did you learn about the plane crash in the Andes by the end of the text? All right, Kuratu said survival. You learn about how people survive. What else? Past event, Sharani. Okay, you learn what, but what about the plane crash did you learn? Yes, Sharinya, never give up. Okay, all right, that's good. Good answer, never give up. Good. Any more? I know it's early in the morning, it's very hard for the brain to wake up. Huh? Helping each other, very good, Tarvina. Okay, let's continue. Where had the plane been traveling to when it crashed? You remember where it was traveling to? Mahasri, I also learned how to survive in incredible situation. Yes, Mahasri, yes. Very good. Now, where had the plane been traveling to when it crashed? Where did you want to go actually? Remember? I'm sure everyone is suddenly opening the book. Where did you want to go? Yes, Santiago, Chile. Very good. Okay, very good, Kuratu. They were traveling to Santiago, Chile. Good. Now, what tenses, right, very good, Mahasri. What are the tenses do this question? I ask you all these questions. What tenses do this question use? What had you done? What had you been doing? What sports had you tried? What had you learned? Where had the plane? Mitisha, Sharinya say past tense, Sarvina say past tense, Kuratu is like past tense. Okay. Boys, where are you boys? Uh, past tense, past tense. Why do you say it's past tense? Sharvinda, Hadif, and all the rest. Izaro, Mahasri. Why do you say past tense? What makes you think it is past tense? It's a past event. Any words in the questions that tell you that it is past? Because of the word last birthday. Okay, all right. Your last birthday, that's only one. What about the rest? That's the what sports that you tried before your last birthday. Crashed, last, before. Okay, now, if it's past tense, basically the question would be, what did you do? Okay, what did you do before the lesson? What sports did you try? Okay, what did you learn? That would be past tense. So this would be past perfect simple. Past perfect simple have the had, done, had. Past perfect continuous, had been doing, had tried, had learned, or in the ed, had been traveling. That is past perfect, whether it's simple or continuous with ing. So you need to differentiate between past simple and past perfect simple. Is that clear? Before we continue. Okay, so you must be sure when you have had, this one is past participle. Do, did, done. The third one is participle. So you got had plus past participle. Hi, Danny. Welcome, Danny. I missed you. Thank you for coming, Danny. Right. Okay, let's continue. I don't know whether Danny could hear me because he just entered the class. All right. So you remember past perfect, you had plus past participle, past perfect continuous, had plus been plus ing. You got been plus ing. Okay, all right. Now, do you remember the affirmative, negative, and questions forms of these tenses? Affirmative would be, okay, you had done the homework by 10 o'clock last night. That is affirmative, something positive, positive sentence, all right? You had tried you had tried playing badminton. You had been trying to play badminton, you had tried playing badminton before your last birthday, for example. That's affirmative. Negative, remember, you must have the word not. I had not tried playing badminton. I had not been feeling very well. That's negative because you have not, right? Question form is like this. This is question form. All this is question form. Okay, when you ask question. Clear, everyone? Remember affirmative, negative, question forms. Right. Good. You're not clear, please ask so that I can make it clearer for you. Okay, good. Right. Now, so the objective of today's lesson is by the end of the lesson, you will be able to change two past perfect simple tense sentences into negative. You already know what negative is because I've told you. Answer two questions about the two past perfect simple tense sentences, and then you state or tell if the sentence about the past perfect simple tense is true or false, and underline the verbs in two past perfect continuous tense sentences and match the use of the past perfect continuous tense with the correct sentence. You're learning two different types of tenses today, which is past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. Right. This is in your textbook, page 87. All right, in activity A, if you have your textbook, open your textbook. If not, if you don't have your textbook, everything is on the PowerPoint. Now read the sentences. What tense are they in? Okay, number one, we had forgotten our passports. So we went home to get them. There should be a full stop at the back. I forgot to put, right? And here, he had traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. So what kind of tense are they in? Past perfect simple, Tarvina said. Okay. Past perfect simple. Past perfect simple. Everyone say it's past perfect simple, right? Because you had forgotten. Okay, because you know, you forgot, forgotten, right? Traveled will be the same. Okay, you need to know the past participle, right? So they are in the past perfect simple. Very good, all of you got that right. Now make the sentences negative. So anyone, you can unmute yourself and give me number one. For number one, how would you make this negative? You can unmute yourself. Okay. All right. I have Karatu's answering that. You have to make it negative. How do you make it negative? What is the word that you need to have to make it negative? Remember, I told you?
Had been.
No, that one would be continuous, right? Had been running, had been playing, right? What is the key word for negative? Just now you all say you understand. Now it shows that you don't. I see somebody answer. Yes, Kuratu, we hadn't forget. If you hadn't forget our passport, so you went home to get them. You didn't forget, but you went home to get them. Now Kuratu understand. We hadn't. You are right. You have to put not. You have to put not somewhere. Correct. But does that sentence make sense already? When you write like that, when you write that we had not forgotten our passport, so we went home to get them. Does that make sense? So you have to have two negative now. How you want to do two negative now? Anyone? Anyone? Why so quiet on the mic and speak? Are you all thinking or you all not thinking? I'm shy, Kat. It's okay. Right, Kuratu has answered something on the chat. All right, but I'm waiting for the rest. Why is everyone like so shy to talk? Let me see. All right, Kuratu is the only one who said something. What about the rest? I don't know what's going on with you. Okay, Tarvina, we hadn't forgotten our passport, so we didn't. If you have didn't, do you use went or you use go? Because you already have didn't there. So we hadn't forgotten our passport, so we didn't. Yes, good, Tarvina, go home to get them. Right. So you have to say that we didn't go home to get them. All right, Kuratu, same thing. Okay, we hadn't forgotten our passport, so we didn't go home to get them. Clear? Okay. Sorry, there's messages coming in about school opening, so I need to check. All right. Okay. Now, so you have the first answer. We hadn't forgotten our passport, so we didn't go home to get them. So that's very good. Okay. Right. Now, number two, he had traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. How do you make that negative then? How do you make that negative? Right. So you have he hadn't traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. Good. Kuratu, very good. Lim Xiao Min. Any more? Boys don't sleep, boys. Girls also don't sleep, Any more? Only 2% answered. What about the rest? Make it negative. Okay, Sharinia. It's okay, Christina. Okay, you got up late, I'm sure. We hadn't traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. He hadn't traveled. Okay, right. Okay, thank you. So let's look. Yes, he hadn't traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. Okay, so you got that answer. Very good. Let's continue. Okay, activity B also on the same page. Answer the question. In sentence one, what happened first? We had forgotten our passport, so we went home to get them. All right. In sentence two, what happened before his 30th birthday? So look at sentence one. We had forgotten our passport, so we went home to get them. What happened first? Which one happened first? Which one happened first? Forgot the passport happened first, okay? Right? Any more? Okay. Right, Hadith, Tarina, Maisri. Yes, Sharani, forgot the passport. God. In sentence 2, okay, what happened before his 30th birthday? All right. So the second sentence is he had traveled all over the world by his 30th birthday. So what happened before his 30th birthday? Travel all over the world, Yao Min. All right. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. Okay, so forgot the passports was the first thing that happened. Very good. All of you got that correct. And next, he had traveled all over the world. Okay, so that's the answer for B. Okay, so you know which one happened first. Okay, both of the sentences ask you which one happened first. So forgot the passport happened first, traveling all over the world happened first. Good. Right, let's look at activity C. Is the sentence below true or false? Let's look at the sentence. We use the past perfect simple for an action or situation that finished before another action, situation, or time in the past. True or false? That means you use this for an action or situation that finished before another action or situation or time in the past. True or false? Or you don't understand? Or say true. Okay. Sharinya, true? I also don't know, Sharinya. All right. So the answer is true. Okay. Meaning, okay, I'm going to repeat. Like if you are, we had completed our homework by 10 o'clock last night. So 10 o'clock happened last night. Okay, but we had an action of finishing our homework before that 10 o'clock. It's further in the past. So maybe I was doing at 9 o'clock and I finished by 10 o'clock. So you're talking about an action that finished in the past before another action or situation in the past. So two things are happening in the past. One is happening even earlier than the second action. Okay, right? That's when you use the past perfect simple. Talking about two different actions that happened in the past, one earlier than the other. Everyone clear about that? Or it's very complicated? Okay, clear. Right, Tarina, clear. Okay, let's go on. Activity B. Okay, read the sentences and underline the verbs. You need to find the verbs. What are verbs? What are verbs? Anybody know what verbs are? Action. Okay, Tarvina kata kerja. Yes, it's an action verb, a verb that shows things that people do, a doing verb. All right, a doing word. Okay. Now they had been walking in the desert for days, so they were exhausted. So what are the verbs there? What would be the verbs in that sentence? Walking, walking, exhausted, walking. Right. Okay. Why am I always pressing the wrong one? Okay, everybody's giving walking. Yes. What about number 2? We had been driving for a few hours before we realized that we were lost. Driving, droving. Mahasri, I know it's a typing error. Droving. Driving, Nitisha driving, Christina driving. Okay, let's see. Okay, right? So the answer is had been walking is the verb and were exhausted. You only gave walking and exhausted, right? You need to give both, right? This is the past perfect continuous, and this is the past simple, right? See, past simple were, did, okay? Past perfect had been, continuous walking, right? The next one, we had been driving. This is the verb. Realize is a verb. This is in the past simple, that we were lost. You being lost is also a verb. So these two, realize and were lost, is in the past simple, but had been driving is in the past perfect continuous. All right? Because it's showing you that what they were doing before they realized they were lost. Okay? This one, what they have been doing before they were exhausted. Clear, everyone? So you realize that these are all verbs, huh? Not only driving, you have realized, because some verbs are abstract verbs, verbs that you cannot see. Okay, just like nouns, they are abstract nouns. Okay, right. Past perfect continuous, that's where we're going to come in now. You already did that. When do you use the past perfect continuous? Anyone can answer that. Okay, right? So use the past perfect continuous for actions that start in the past and were still in progress when another action started or when something happened. For example, Mahasri, okay, had been eating, had been having breakfast, okay, when the class started, meaning when the class started, she was still having her breakfast, okay, to show that it was still in progress when another action started, right? It has not ended, okay? We had been learning English, you know, we had been learning English when the new teacher came in, meaning you still learning English until a new teacher came in to take over. All right, so that's when the action continues into another action. It didn't end. The past perfect simple, that action end before another action happened. Continuous, it has not ended and it continue into another action, right? Okay. Now, so they had been walking in the desert for days, so they were exhausted, and we had been driving for a few hours before we realized that we were lost. So they had been walking in the desert. So they are still walking when they were exhausted. They have not finished walking. Okay, they are still continuing walking, but by then they know they were exhausted. Here, we had been driving for a few hours before we realized we were lost. Now, they already now realize they are lost. Have they stopped driving? No, they are still driving for a few hours before we realized we were lost. Okay, so when they were driving, at the same time, they realized they were lost. So the action has not ended. They didn't stop driving, then they realized they were lost. Okay? Clear? I'm sure it's clear. Right. Activity E. Match the past perfect continuous with sentences in D. Right? So the first one say, the sentences here is the sentence in D. Yeah? Number 1 and 2 are sentences in D. Right? Now, we use the past perfect continuous for action A that started in the past and was still in progress when another action occurred in the past. So is that sentence 1 or sentence 2? Started in the past, still in progress when another action occurred in the past. Okay, Sharinia says 2, Tarvina, Christina, Xiaomin says 2. Sweatman, Mahasri, Izarul. Any different answers? What about Hadif? Danny very quiet today. Is Danny still in? Right. Okay, Hadif says 2. Right. Okay. What about we use the past perfect continuous for actions that were in progress in the past and had an effect on a later action in the past? So everyone says 1. Right. So all of you are correct. A is for number 2 and B is for number 1. Okay, that shows that you understand. Very good. Okay. Right. So for more information, you can go to your textbook. You can refer to Grammar Focus page 163, 67 and 168, 7.1 to 7.3 about the past perfect simple and the past perfect continuous so that you can understand better. That is what you can do if you want more information, right? Now let's look at activity F, right? Now complete the sentences with the correct form of the past perfect simple of the verbs in the brackets. So you just concentrate on past perfect simple, right? You know how past perfect simple is formed. So you have the skier returned to the hotel before the storm started. What would the best answer be? If you use past perfect simple, had returned Kuratu. Christina, what is missing in your answer? Right, Xiaomin, Tarvina. Yes, very good, Christina. You realize that. Wonderful, Mahasri. Yes, very good, Swetman, Izarul, Hadif, Arif. Any more? I don't see Bavanis writing anything. Is Bavanis still in? Okay, right. So you're all correct. Had returned. Okay. Then you have Shelley never played. This is negative, huh? Golf in her life, but she realized she was very good at it. How do you make it into past perfect simple? You have Xiaomin saying had never played. Ratu had never played anymore. Right, Mahasri, Arif, Svetmant, Christina, Hadif, Sharanya. Okay, right. So let's look. Very good. All of you who answered, you understood, had never played. Very good. Number 3 is a question. Okay, a taxi by the time you arrive, they already call. A taxi by the time you arrive, how would you make it into a question? In the past perfect simple. All very silent, thinking very hard. Had they already called? Okay, Kuratu, let's see what about the others. Had they already called? All right, Xiaomin. Okay, Mahasri. Right. Okay, very good. Mitisha, Tarvina, Swetman, Izarul, Danny, Arif. I'm still waiting for Bavanis to write something. Okay, all right. Thank you, Bavanis. Right. So, had they already called Idia a taxi by the time you arrived? Very good. All of you got the answer right. Number 4. Until 2008, we never be sailing. What would the best answer be? Because this will be in negative. Had never been sailing. Tarvina, it is supposed to be in the past perfect simple. We are not doing past perfect continuous, Tarvina. Classroom. This is called classroom instruction. You must understand classroom instruction. You use the correct form of past perfect simple. All right. Okay, Keratu had never be. Can you say had never be Keratu? Until to we had never be sailing. Can we say had never be? What would you use as a past participle for be? Anyone? Had never was? No. This be is not verb to be. This be is not the verb to be. This be is not the verb to be. No, Izaro. You have be. What's the past participle? Being would be, Izaro would be continuous. Izaro? There's one more, all of you have forgotten. Dang, dang. One person just need to get it right. Be, no one. Right. Until 2008, we had never been. Yes, Hadif, we had never been. That's it. When you see the never be, it becomes been. Yes, Hadif, you must trust yourself, right? It doesn't matter if the answer is right or wrong, try. Okay, then just keeping quiet and worry. I've never scolded you for giving me wrong answer. Never had. Okay, right. Number 5. I worked as an instructor for ages and was a bit bored with my job. Okay, Xiaomin says had worked, right? Okay, Sharinya also said that. Zarul says that. Svetman, Kuratu, wonderful. Hadif, Mahasri. Okay, good. Any more? I'm still waiting for Bhavanes. I want to see more interaction from Bhavanes. Sharvindra, right? Very good. Tarvina, excellent. Christina, yes, yes, yes. Right. Let's check your answer. Had worked. Good. Let's look at the last one. Dean and friend walked in the Alps once and really enjoyed themselves. So this is also very easy. Right. Ratu, Hadif, excellent. Christina, Mahasri, Sharinya, Tarvina, Xiaomin, Bhavanesh. Thank you, Bhavanesh. Nitisha, good. Right. Any more? Arif, yes. Sharvindra, good. Excellent. Right. So you have had walked. Okay. So you have all that. Excellent. Yes. What's your question, Kuratu? You can on your mic if you want. What else? You know, Alps is the mountain. Okay, it's the name of a mountain, right? The Alps. It's very snowy, very cold. Okay, that's why it's in capital A. Right, it's very famous actually. Okay, the Alps. You can go and Google and find out what the Alps are. It's very beautiful actually, but it's also dangerous. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Activity G. Okay. Right. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the past perfect continuous of the verbs in the brackets. Now, what do you focus on? Past perfect continuous. So you only concentrate on the ing. Don't have to worry about what you did in activity F. This is activity G, right? So let's look at number 1. My grandfather lived in his old house for ages before he moved in with us. So what would be the past perfect continuous? Right, very fast. Everyone's giving, woo, very fast. Yao Ming, Hadif, it's like a competition now, right? Going very fast. Right, very good. Swatman, Tarvina, excellent. Bhavanesh, Mahasri, Arif, yes, good. Mitisha, good. Right, Yibun, right? Oh, now I see Yibun, right. What happened to Izarul have gone quiet? Okay, very good, Sharvindra. So you have the answer had been living. Excellent. Right. Number 2, I coped with my problem for weeks before I found a solution. So what would the answer, best answer would be for past perfect continuous? Had been coping, all right. Let's see another one. Sharinia had been coping. Hadif, I had been coping, all right. Darvina had been coping. Izaro had been coping. Arif had been coping. Sharvinda, yes. Christina, Mahasri. Right. Anyone else? Where is Yiwoon? Yiwoon has gone quiet. Like you all take turns, huh? All right. Had been coping. Izarul answer, Bhavanish won't answer. Bhavanish answer, Izarul won't answer. Yeah, maybe is Izarul and Bhavanish sharing the same computer? No, I'm just joking. It's fine. I'm happy and very proud of your participation. Okay, right. Continue. Number 3, she fight against the disease for a long time before she died. Now it's a question. Xiaomin, it's a question. Look, it's a question mark at the end. When it's a question mark at the end, you must be careful, right? Yes, Xiaomin, very good. You have corrected yourself. Excellent. Yes, Tarvina, excellent. Yeah, excellent, Izarul, Satman, Christina, Bhavanish, very good. Ibun, Mahasri, okay, excellent. Hadith, very, very good. Where's Danny? Yeah? I see like Danny is sleeping and learning at the same time. Right. So you are all right. Okay. You're all correct. Okay. Okay, next one. They not fly for long when they lost radio contact. They for long, not fly for long when they lost radio contact. Hadn't been flying. They hadn't been flying. Right. Xiaomin, Sharinia, Kuratu. Hey, Xiaomin. Good. Hadith, excellent. Yes, Watman. Yes, yes, wonderful. Right, Izaro, very good. Yivun, yes, Yivun, great answers. Yes, Mahasri. What happened to Mitisha now? Right, yes, I talk about Mitisha and there her name appeared. Right, they had not been flying for a long time or hadn't. I accept that. They hadn't been flying for long when they lost radio contact. Okay, right, Danny, thank you, Danny. Right, number 5. How long you dig before you found the buried treasure? This is a question. Okay? This is a question. Always look first at the sentence before just keying in your answer at the chat. Right? How long? So Kuratu, change your answer. Hadith, very good. Yes, Xiaomin. Yes, Sharinia, correct. Tarvina, Mitisha. Yes, Mahasri. Yvonne, Kuratu, are you correcting your answer? Bhavinish, very good. Izarul, excellent. Tarvina, great. I'm waiting for Kuratu to change her answer. Yes, Kuratu, very good. Yes, Christina, excellent. Any more? Danny, has Danny given his answer? Bhavinish, good. Right. So how long had you been digging before you found the buried treasure? Number 6, yes, Danny, thank you, Danny. A bit late, but fine. We play in the rain since midday, so we were very wet. Right, so you have Wedi Sharinia saying had been playing. Xiaomi had been playing. Right, Hadif. Yeah, Svetman, Mahasri. Good. Right? Yes, good. Everyone is giving me excellent answers. Right. Had been playing. That is very, very good. Now we're going to go to something harder. Okay, very good, Danny. Thank you. When you did activity F, you were just concentrating on past perfect simple. When you did activity G, you were only concentrating on past perfect continuous. Now, when we do activity H, that's when you need to think. Do I use past perfect simple or do I use past perfect continuous? Because when it's just one by itself, it's easier, right? So complete the sentences with the correct form of the past perfect simple or the past perfect continuous of the verbs in the brackets. Let's look at the first one. The survivors finally reach a village after days of walking. So would you use a past perfect simple there or would you use a past perfect continuous, right? Okay, you said past perfect simple, Sharinia. Right, what would the answer be if it's past perfect simple? The survivors had finally reached, All right, thank you, Mahasri. Thank you, Xiaomin, Tarvina. Okay, Christina, thank you. Yeah, Sharinia. Yeah, Mitisha, Svetman. Yes, Izaro. Okay, so had finally reached. The survivors had finally reached. So you use the past perfect simple here. Okay, because they already reached. It's done when they reach the village. Okay, it's not a continuous thing. Okay, if this is the first action, then the first action is they walk. The second action is they already reached. Okay, right. Number 2, the students prepare for their excursion for months. For months. When you have for months, past perfect continuous. Very good, Tarvina. Okay, so Mahasri has given the answer, had been preparing past perfect continuous. Let's see if everyone got the same one or something else. Right, Tarvina, Svetman, Hadif, Yivun, Sharinya. Anyone else? Bhavanish, very good. Nitisha. Any more? No. Okay, had been preparing. Very good, Sharvindra. Okay, the students had been preparing for their excursion for months, meaning they have been preparing until now, from the past until now, they are still preparing. Okay, they are not finished in the past. They are not finished. Okay, now we hope to find some waters for days. We hope to find some water for days. So this would be had been hoping. We had been hoping to find some waters for days. So you say that it is past perfect continuous. Darvina, Lim Xiaomin. Let me see because I missed some. Kuratu, Sharinia. Yes. Okay, Yibun, Bhavanish, Mahasri. Very good. Okay, telling me the answers. Good. Right? Had been hoping. Very good. Let's look at number 4. The man to stay alive for 5 days before he was rescued. All right. Darina say that is past perfect simple. Had managed. Right? Hadif had managed because you know that he stayed alive for 5 days. That past action ended. Then he was rescued. Very good. Okay, excellent work, all of you. Right? We have 2 more to go. The explorer Okay, not imagine that it will be so difficult to cross the road. Okay, right? Okay, Tarvina said had not imagined that it would be so difficult to cross the road. Cross the river. Okay, past perfect simple, right? Okay, Christina had not imagined. Yeah. Okay, very good. Everyone is giving all the excellent answers. Very, very good. Right, let's look at the last one. The young man served since he was a child. Since he was a child. Right, Tarvina. Okay, past perfect continuous. Very good. Yes, Ratu. Excellent answer. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, all of you. I am very proud of all of you since because you know when to use the continuous and when to use the perfect simple. Okay, very good. Thank you, Izarol. Excellent. Okay, so no question, I hope. Is there any question that you want to ask? So what's the conclusion? I want you to write your own sentences either in the past perfect simple or the past perfect continuous, your own sentence. Each of you, so got 19 of you, 19 sentences, either past perfect, not 19, sorry, 18, either past perfect simple or past perfect continuous. Each of you, just come up with one sentence. I'll let you think for a while. Look at all the sentences in your textbook. It'll give you some ideas. All right, Charani, at last I hear Charani's answers. Charani has been very quiet. They had been playing soccer for 5 years. Very good, Charani. So Charani, one down. Next. Hadif, I had been playing games for 3 months since PKP. Okay, you might want to use the word MCO for English. PKP is in Malay. I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock. All right, very good, Bhavanesh. Mahasri, I had never been playing skating since I was a child. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 people have said it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm waiting some more. Anyone else? Mahasri, I had never been skating, not playing skating. I've never been skating since I was a child. I had never skated would be better than I had never been skating. I had never skated since I was a child. All right. I had been studying in this school for 2 years. Very good, Xiaomi. I had visited his grandparents before. Her grandparents before she went to Italy. All right. We had been singing for only 5 months when the blackout occurred. Kate had wanted to see the movie, but she did not have money for the ticket. Okay, anymore? I've not seen Izaro. Izaro done. No, Izaro not done. Izaro, I've not seen yours. All right, I had never been playing golf in my life. I've never played golf, would be better, Izaro. I have never played golf in my life, right? Any more? Bhavanes, have you given? Kuratu, my brother have finished his homework yesterday. Where's Danny? Has Danny given? Oh, Bhavanish done. Danny? Sharvindra, I washed the floor when the painter had gone. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good, Sharvindra. Okay, Danny is still not giving me an answer yet. Swetman, I've never been playing basketball before I met my new friend. Okay, Yvonne, I have never been playing. I have never played basketball. Not never been playing. I've never played basketball before I met my new friend. Okay, right? Okay, so your homework is you have to complete. Oh, you give already, Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne. I must have forgotten it. It must be up there. Complete activity A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because we have discussed all the answers, and H. We've discussed all the answers in your grammar exercise book or A4 paper or foolscap paper. If you want to do on Microsoft Word, also can, and then you upload to Google Classroom under lesson 64, language awareness task. So that's your homework because all answers have been given. Right? Clear, everyone? A lot, right? Yes, you got 1 week to do. Don't worry. Okay? Okay, so that's the end of the language awareness lesson. Okay?